it's about getting it done. It's about being ruthless. The City players and Pep are like, we got given a lifeline here.
Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Liverpool fans, do you want the fake view or the real view? You know what? Because I'm such a nice guy and I'm so generous, I will give you both views. I will give you the fake view and the fake reaction to this result, and I'll give you the real reaction to this result. The fake reaction. Didn't lose. Still top of the table. Still 5 points clear. And that is still a positive to take out of it. Should have won the game, should have sealed the deal, opportunities were there. It was a tough team, but at the end of the day, Liverpool have extended their lead by 1 point. They're still top of the league. It's still 5 points. So they didn't take full advantage, but they still took advantage. Because City, they lost. Liverpool, they drew. 1 point extra. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Last I checked. So it's 5. It's a 5 points gap. They've increased it by 1. So I think that is something to truly be positive and be proud of and be happy with. So going into the next game, Liverpool just have to make sure that they win the next game and maintain the 5 points gap and continue to maintain that 5 points gap and just be buoyed and be boosted by the fact that, hey man, we boosted our lead. Even if it was only by 1 point, we still boosted our lead and still took somewhat of an advantage from City losing. Damn, I hate being fake. That was the fake reaction. The real reaction. I keep going back to this term that I use, psychology and psychological, because that's very important and that's what sports are about. Psychologically, this is a boost for Man City. Psychologically, this is a blow from Liverpool. So let me just explain further why Liverpool, you screwed up. You effed up. This is a screw up. This is a screw up, and that's just me being real. They screwed up. They slipped up. And yeah, I've got to induct that badge. For the time being, I'm going to induct that badge. By Liverpool not winning, you didn't take advantage of City losing. So City right now, Pepper's saying, maybe they're not that mentally strong. Because if you're mentally strong, you win. You don't draw. You don't take a point. You win. If you're mentally strong. So City and Pep right now are like, we've got a bit of a lifeline because 5 is better than 7. 5 ain't great. We did screw up. It ain't 7. 5 points. Whew. But the key thing for them is that they didn't take full advantage. So maybe if these situations keep on arising, they may slip up because the pressure has been mounted on them. And if Pep is clever, Pep in a roundabout way will try and make it seem as if they're not mentally strong. Not saying it publicly, but reading between the lines and saying that, you know what, yeah, Liverpool, I think, they're definitely, seeing how tough it is being at the top. And we know how tough it is being at the top. And they are definitely seeing how tough it is being at the top. Just trying to throw in some seeds of doubt. So, Liverpool, you had to win the game. I'm sorry. I know some Liverpool fans are like, oh no, it's fine. We're still top of the league. It says 5 points clear. It's good. You got to be realistic because this is footballing philosophy. It's football mental. It's footballing psychology. Psychologically, in this psychological warfare, Liverpool had to take all 3 points. So, pertaining to the game, the Premier League is the most competitive league in the world. That is something we've got to now take from that to begin with. As far as elite leagues go, I just saw what Barcelona did to Sevilla. I understand about Juve, but Juve is still going to win this area blah times in a row. Bundesliga here and there, but Leicester City came and gave Liverpool a tough game. And Leicester could have won the game because Leicester had very good chances, some very good chances. So it was almost similar to what happened to City. So Liverpool, they scored very early. They started brilliantly, and it was a great start. I said, boom, Sadio Mane, great goal, great finish. And then Liverpool knew that, okay, look, man, we know what happened to Man City. Let us double, let's triple this lead. Let's have a cushion upon that lead. But the fact that they didn't double the lead, they didn't increase it, it allowed Leicester to come through. It allowed them to come through. Because Liverpool definitely were finding their rage. Now Navigator was slowly, he's getting there, but Navigator is slowly and surely finding his range and finding his feet within this team. Concentration. You know, you're looking at that Leicester City equalizer. It's one of those where you have to always be switched on. Because Liverpool were great defensively and Van Dijk was having a clinic again defensively. But in that situation, because it's an awkward footballing situation play, ball comes out, you think the ball is going to be cleared, guys are trying to play an offside trap, ball comes over the top, it's a good ball over the top, all those guys are offside, but you're missing the guy up top who's been played onside, and he's picked his run and he's timed his run and he's positioning well, boom, he has a one-on-one, puts it in. Good goal from your boy Maguire. So, but I think you say to yourself for Liverpool, okay, how did they not get the win? Did they do anything wrong? For me, I felt that, you know, when you're going up against, because I think for Liverpool, I think it was a case of where the most joy they had was getting it to feet just outside the D. For me, again, Salah didn't have his greatest game. I felt that he could have done more, been much more incisive, much more decisive. I felt that Liverpool's best player, apart from Van Dijk, was probably Mane. I think Mane was the only guy that was really making things happen. He was the guy that was really electrifying Liverpool, pushing them forward, and really played with the kind of energy and urgency needed. But as I thought for Liverpool, I just think that the ball had to be moved a lot quicker, and I think that they could have opened up Leicester City if Fabinho, Salah, Mane were much more in sync, and they played the ball to feet quickly, one-touch move. Quick one-touch move. A lot of balls were over the top, crossfield pass, trying to move with the cross below. And I think, you know, with crosses and everything, you're playing a numbers game. I think if you're the superior team, you have to try and be a lot more. You have to try and make the numbers favor you a lot more. And by you favoring you a lot more, going to the center, and that was the joy. Because again, let's have a discussion. Naby Keita. I've seen those given. I'm happy that wasn't given. You can, because it's weird, because I wouldn't give that, because again, he literally dude just put, like, Ricardo just put his hand on Naby Keita. Naby Keita experienced it and so forth. As soon as he felt the contact, he fell down. But again, it's not enough contact for him to really give that as a penalty. But then there was another situation, not in the penalty area, where I think Ricardo did the same thing, put his arm up, guy called for a foul. So if you call for a foul outside of the penalty area, same exact foul, why would you call for the same foul in the penalty area? Like, I get the logic, i.e., look, man, if it's a penalty, I've got to give it where it's a harsher foul. Because again, if I'm giving you a penalty, I'm pretty much giving you a 90% chance of going a goal up. So if I'm going to give a penalty, it's going to be a foul that is worth it. But if it's outside the penalty area, I will do little shed pulls, little nudges, little tough and everything, because there's something outside the penalty area. It's weird. But do you go by that logic, or do you go by the logic of, like, let's just be fair, a foul is a foul. Wherever it is, in the box, outside the box, a foul is a foul. Let's just be fair here. But I think within all of this, we've got to give credit to Claude Puel. As I said in my preview, this is a very well coached team. He's doing a great job with this Leicester side, and Leicester played a really, really good game. I think defensively they were great. So that's the issue, because, you know, whenever you say about how Liverpool could have done better, i.e., quicker, shorter passes, make it a lot quicker, a lot more movements, going to the middle a lot more. If you go wide, do cutbacks, don't do useless crosses, get the ball up, look up, and try and be a bit more skillful in the kind of balls you're putting out wide. But at the same time, Leicester City, they defended very well. They defended very well. Like Maguire and Co, they defended very well. They didn't give Liverpool space. They shut off their chance. And I think a reason why this was one of his more ineffective games, was Leicester City closed up shop. So whenever he had the ball, got onto him tight, they understood he likes to come out left. They didn't really give him that many opportunities. They didn't give him any space to really find any kind of pockets to try and run into the box, to try and get into a one-on-one. So Claude Puel and Leicester City really did their homework in saying, how do we stop Liverpool? How do we plug up the gaps? So for me, I thought that the lineup was great. The Liverpool lineup was great. Because again, I'm a fan of Navigator, and I think what Navigator brings is something very important, because he brings the ball forward. He brings the ball forward. He's very positive, and I think he adds a very important and good attacking element to Liverpool. So I just think for Liverpool, it's a case of where it's a psychological thing, because we can talk about tactics, pass here, do a run here, take a shot there. The mind can make the body do things that you thought that it couldn't do. And I just think that in a moment like this, 1-1, knowing how important it is to win this game, you just have to get it done. Someone needs to do something to win the game. So that is where you have to have your big players stand up. Which is why you have to look at Salah. Again, I'm not criticizing him. He didn't have a bad game. He didn't have a crap game. He was alright. But in that situation, huge, massive pressure, 1-1, you look to your star player to do something. You look to your star player to make something happen, because Liverpool had to win this game. I told you, forget mathematics. I'm talking psychology here. Psychologically, Liverpool has to win this game, because if Liverpool won this game, it would be a huge, massive psychological boost for them and a massive psychological blow for Man City. But it wasn't to be, and the opportunities were there, man, especially in the first half, with your boy Firmino having that chance there. It was, this is money time. This is pressure time. And when you're dealing with the chance of winning a Premier League title, you can't be talking about, oh my gosh, we're so close, we have so many chances, so many opportunities. It's about getting it done. It's about being ruthless. You have to be ruthless. And I think Liverpool, they'll come off saying that we were at home. Yes, Leicester City are a good side. They're very well coached. They did their homework, and they were able to look at our strengths and nullify our strengths. So first half, we looked really good. Second half, we really had to do a lot of thinking, because the game became a lot tighter. They grew in confidence defensively, so we had to be a lot more creative and try to find other dynamic ways of trying to open up and fashion off a chance, because the normal ways just were not working. So I told you there were going to be more twists and turns in this title race. I told you. Because people just assume that, no, Liverpool. Because I remember, I think it was when I was in UFA, guys said, Liverpool, they'll brush aside Leicester City. I was like, no. Because I said this is going to be a close game. I thought Liverpool would get that goal to make it 2-1. But I said, no, Liverpool are not going to brush aside Leicester City. I said, no, this is going to be a tight game, because I believe that Liverpool will feel the pressure of, my gosh, man, we can go 7 points once clear. And I do feel that without the added pressure, I think Liverpool would have probably brushed aside Leicester City. But I think they had that in the back of their minds of, like, my gosh, this is such an important game, and this could be a monumental game in the title race. As of right now, a draw isn't monumental. Like, 5 points isn't monumental. There is something much more psychologically strong about 7 points, but winning when the guy chasing you lost. That's huge. If you draw and the guy next to you lost, I'm like, okay, that's fine, that's cool. But if you win and the guy next to you lost, that's bigger. Forget about the numbers. People say, okay, well, it's only 2 points here there. It's not about the numbers. It's about football psychology, football mentality. I'm telling you right now, the City players and Pep are like, we got given a lifeline here. We got given a life because Pep will tell his guys that we cannot afford to slip up again because we got let off here. Because I think that was the best result I feel Pep and his team could have hoped for. For Liverpool to lose would have been too much. It would have been like, man, Christmas has come and it would have been too much. The best possible result is like, let them just not win. Let them not take maximum points. Let them just get the draw. So then that means that, it was still within reach. So all that we did at the Etihad, it still means something. Because City, you screwed up. I think City will still say that, man. Because again, if they had won and Liverpool drew, it would be 2 points. And then, it's a whole different conversation that we're having right now. So, again, I told you, you have to be realistic here because I know Liverpool fans, they may hate this. You may thumbs down the video, you may be angry with this, or you hate Liverpool and everything, or Liverpool, they're still top of the league, they're still 5 points clear, a draw is still good, City still lost. Okay, fair enough. I deal with real football psychology, real football mentality, because that's all. I've been watching football for a long freaking time. Okay, so when you watch something for a long freaking time, you see patterns. You see patterns, you see different consistencies and things, and I study a lot about footballing psychology, footballing momentum, how teams play, how teams react, and the mentality of different teams. And it's not a psychological blow for Liverpool, but I promise you go into that Liverpool dressing room right now, they are pissed off. They are pissed off. And in their minds, they're like, this is almost as bad as a loss. Those players right now are saying it's almost as bad as a loss because they know how good they are. They know how well they can play. They know how well they could have even played. They know they could have played at a higher level. And they know that, no, we could have beaten those guys. Based on the possession that we had, the positions that we got ourselves in, we could have beaten Leicester City and we didn't get full points when we know that we should have, especially with City losing. So they would have been pissed off. Because that's what we're talking about. This isn't tiddlywinks. Okay, we're not kidding. This isn't a game. Well, it is a game, but it's not a game. This is real. This is about the Premier League crown. This is about winning the big one. And when it's about winning the big one, there's no time to be fake. There's no time to be like, oh, let's look at the glass half full. No, man, that's a loser's mentality. And this is about winning. This is the winning game. It's about having a winning mentality. And if you're having a winning mentality, ruthless, you go out to win and you fully capitalize. That's just being harsh. That's just being real. So, guys, man, I'll say it again, whether you want to listen to me or not. This has already been a very compelling story. And I promise you, there are more twists and turns ahead. There are more twists and turns ahead. Okay, I already know what's... there was a certain baptism that happened in a certain mouth of bone, but so I'm saying, bro. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.